Hello, good afternoon. This weekend we're gonna try to make some ribs, and there's different ways you can try to do it, of course, depending on the time you want. But these are spare rib, okay? Spare ribs, but San Luis style. What does that mean? This means it's a baby back rib, okay? But it's a spare rib. So usually, a spare rib, a baby back is usually from this side here, okay, so it's more tender and it has more meat, okay, and they cut and then you end up with the whole part of the rib with the spare and trimmings, not trimmings, but tips. So that becomes the baby back cut, and then you end up with a spare rib, which is a rib with spare stuff. So basically, baby backs are more expensive, more tender, meaty, okay? But the prices change, you know, of course. But you can also buy a spare rib, and then they trim it to make it look like a baby back rib. So basically, this is a San Luis style, means a spare rib that is cut and trimmed rectangular to make it look like a baby back rib. So you can buy actually a whole spare rib with the whole ends that has more tendon and fat, and trim it yourself. It will be usually like this. And then you kind of cut that part, make it like a rectangle. That's my baby back. And then you end up with this little flap here that you can cut in pieces. And my mama used to cut that and kind of like saute it, make some rice with it or beans with it, because it has more fat and flavor. But it also has some pieces of meat and some cartilage, which I like to bite. Okay? Nonetheless, so yeah, I look for those. But yeah, so the reason I say that is because sometimes, you know, people get upset, oh, I want baby back. Well, it could be a little more expensive, not a whole lot, but if you see a San Luis style, a good price, it has the shape of a baby back, but it's still spare rib, you can also make it tender, and that's what we're going to try to do today. I'm going to try to, depending on the time, I'm going to try to like put it on the Instant Pot, okay, season it, let it sit for an hour or two. Just some with oil first. I'm not gonna use mustard or anything, and sometimes it turns to mustardy. And because I'm trying to like make it tender on the pot, it might get more flavor. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't get much flavor. Sometimes the vinegary part gets in. I don't like it. But nonetheless, tenderize it on the pot, and then once I get a good consistency, I put it on the barbecue, which will be already like smoky, maybe at 200 degrees, no more than 250, because I don't want to cook it more. I just want to get that flavor and a little heat, so maybe if I put some glaze on, it will stick into it. So that will be on an hour maybe over there, but maybe 15 minutes on the pot. Which usually, if you can, yeah, you can boil it or you can do it on the oven with a little bit of water, but it can take up to 2 hours just to tenderize the tendon, because I said the tendon because that will be your cue. Some people like it fall the bone, some people like a chewy bite, so it depends how tender you want it.
And how do we like it?
Yeah, I like it. I don't like it fall the bone, but I like that tendon to be tender.
I like the bone to slip out.
You like the bone to slip out? Okay.
And I like the meat to fall off.
To fall off? Well, I can make that happen, man. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna make it to the grill. Because another thing is like, you can also do it on the pot and then glaze. Don't take it out, depending on the consistency you want. Take it out and actually broil it, and put some sauce, broil it. Put some sauce, broil it, and then it's way quicker. You know, probably less than an hour. You have a good rib with, you know, basting and crunchy, you know, and tender. Okay, so some people like it a little bite to stay on the bone. You know, they don't want to bite and then you end up with the bone. It all depends.
I see our friend Skylar of Sky's Kitchen. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He is a low and slow man, but
right.
Our households, we like to save time.
Yeah, I like it slow too. I mean, because I like the burning. I like the process of turning on the barbecue. You know. Oh, the charcoals are white, now we can do it. Oh, what temperature is it? I like to play with the little, you know, the glaze on top and the bottom, because the more you do that, it kind of sticks in your brain. I don't barbecue every single day, you know, but I like fire.
But that much time to have to cook is a luxury.
Absolutely, yeah, and unless you want to do it like the night before, you know, honestly, I think you can get a fairly good effect, you know, if you do it like this. Because I'm the one that grills and everybody's like, when is it gonna be done? When is it gonna be done? You know, and when you have a lot of people, it sucks a little bit because you want them hungry, you know, and then you don't want to do it raw because you like to take your time. So you have to balance what you really like. So that's why I say I want to do it. I don't know if I really want to eat it today. You know, I just want to do it. Not because I want ribs today, but I might want it after you get into it, you know.
So Angel's been reading we have a rib book he's been reading since last night.
Yeah.
We like to read cookbooks. We get inspired. I was reading Anthony Bourdain's cookbook last night.
Nice Master the Grill. And it gives you good tips and stuff. Even, you know, how to use your your chimney starter to kind of like sear meat, you know, after. I mean, just kind of, you can think that you could do that, and it tells you, you know, it's not a major rock science, but it's like, oh, I should. Or even camping, you can take that chimney and use it as a, you know, if you want to do some marshmallow or something real quick and you don't want to have a big, you cannot carry a big barbecue, or just carry that with you, you know, you're not going to go wrong.
Yeah, that's a good
Anyway,
idea.
he has a lot of tips, steam and smoke. That's what I'm going to try to do today. Steam and smoke. This is usually for beef because beef takes longer. So you see they explain it to do it on the oven and then on the grill. Like it's just indirect heat. All is indirect, remember. You don't want to put it right on the fire at all. It's all indirect. Indirect means you put the charcoals on one side and there's a cool side. So you put your meat on the cool side. So when the heat goes up, it circulates, but not the flame underneath the meat. It's just kind of like steaming it over and over, and then the smokiness gets in, and it gives you like the little charred looking, you see?
When would you put meat directly over the fire?
Like steaks, quick stuff.
Burgers?
Fish, burgers, steaks.
Okay.
And it will tell you right here too, if you have any doubt, if I can find the page. Actually, it tells you how to read this book, how to use it.
So you like that
Here.
book?
Yeah, I do like it because it has pictures. You know, and I'm visual, you know. I get tired of reading, I don't read a lot. But it tells you grilling, grill roasting, and barbecuing, what is best for. Your question was, what was the question again?
What you put directly over the fire.
Okay, so grilling is over the fire. Okay, so small foods that are naturally tender and cook quickly.
Okay.
Like steaks, chops, vegetables, seafood.
Okay.
And it tells you what kind of like cooking time should be. Again, everything varies. Depending how you want it, well done or not. Then the temperature on the grilling.
Wait a minute. There's a difference between grilling and barbecuing?
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
It's small, larger, okay? Like beef tenderloin, pork loin, whole birds, grill roasting,
Okay.
and barbecuing. Foods that are naturally tough and sinewy and require prolonged cooking.
Okay.
Like prolonged, like long time.
Okay.
Ribs, briskets, pork shoulders.
Okay.
I mean, this is a suggestion, but the way I like is the most is the temperature at the bottom. When you always, the best way is slow and it's very slow. Go slow and it will get tender. Low and slow. But it can get dry if you're low and slow for 48 hours.
Right.
So it tells you a good setting, which I like parameters because I know I can be creative. But when something takes that long, I really want to research a little bit. And again, it depends your liking. If you like it well done, if you like it, you know, it just depends. You see? So my thing is put the charcoals. Maybe I don't want it to go above 250 because it's gonna be cooked, but I want it to be heated a little bit at 200 to 250 with smoke.
Yeah.
So, no fire. You see?
Yeah.
Because it's cooked. So I wanted to get soak that flavor from pecan or apple wood.
So what kind of wood do we have for the ribs?
I think we have pecan.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna do like a little bit. You start it with charcoal, and then you put some chips. So I have the big chunks. So I might cut it in half. Some people soak it in water. Sky soaks it in water, and it kind of creates more smoke, you know, which is good. Remember, you want smoke and heat, not flame. Okay. So some people soak it a day before, but some people like 1 hour before. The concept is, you know, when you put something on fire and it's wet, it just smokes a lot. There's a lot of smoke. Like you want to create a signal, you know, a green and wet vine or something or tree branch is gonna create a lot of smoke. Okay, so that's the concept in my mind, which is a good concept. So, basically, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna let this defrost again. San Luis style is a baby back trim in a rectangular shape to make it look like
spare rib trimmed like a baby back.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, and
Can we see a diagram of where they come from? Does that board have a picture?
no,
Not
no,
really.
because it's beef. We have a cutting board that has, that's beef. It is not pork. But my thing is, you need to let it defrost at room temperature. And I wanna remove this membrane here. It's called fascia. Actually, they call it membrane. It's a membrane. It's this one, this white. It's a fascia. Fascia. You know when they call it, oh, you have fasciitis of the lower leg. But the fascia covers you and keeps muscles together, divided, so they don't bump into each other. They have their own space. So this membrane keeps muscles and tendons and bones together and able to function in life. So we take that fascia off, so there's no boundaries. And actually, if you wanted to fall the bone, usually if you take that fascia, it will fall.
Okay.
If you keep the fascia, which is fine, the fascia is a tendon, very thin, so it can get a little. You have to tenderize it, which will be with smoke or the way we're doing it.
And
but
the
it will keep the
pressure
meat. It will keep the meat together too.
Okay.
If you want that.
It will it'll keep it together, but it won't be too stringy and tough.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not like a full tendon. Remember, it's a very thin film that you can see right here. You see.
Anatomy and physiology.
And we'll take it out. We'll see. But right now, it's better to take it out when it's frozen. Not frozen, but not all thawed.
Because it's easier to manage.
Yeah, it's easier to manage, and then you grab a napkin and you just peel it off. But right now it's very frozen, so it's not. But halfway through, we can take
So
it
how
out.
long is this gonna sit out to defrost?
I'm gonna put it outside because it's hot outside, so it's faster. I'm not gonna put it on a microwave or anything like that.
No.
Please don't do it unless you're freaking rushed.
Yeah.
And I've done it when I'm like super rushed. Some people put it underneath water, warm, but when you don't want to cook it.
No, every time I put any kind of meat underneath warm water, thinking I'd defrost it faster, it poaches a layer of the meat.
Yeah, and
It's like chicken. I've done that with chicken before, and
Yeah.
it ruins it.
Yeah, and it's all wet, and you want to rub it, and you have to dry. I mean, if you're in a rush, you can do that, But I'm saying if you have time, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if I was gonna do it. I should. If I really want to do it, I'll put it outside the day before.
Yeah.
But if not, quicker ways, I put it on the water. Let it sit there for 30 minutes. Change the water because the water will turn cold.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah, and
Run it over cool water.
run over cool water, not hot, and then keep doing that until it's finally. If you can put it on the microwave, and now you can cut it like half too, it's easier. My mom will put it on the microwave, not like this, but let's say meat, and she will put a wet towel on top. Towel meaning like paper towel.
Paper towel.
Wet.
A wet paper towel.
Okay.
Keep it moist.
And then the heat,
Steam
it won't cook it unless you maybe the edges. When it turns like this, maybe the edges will be a little, but then you can trim that, whatever.
Yeah.
Because you have 4 kids, okay? They don't have time to thaw this thing. Either way. So we're gonna wait till it thaws and then take the membrane out, okay? So, what's that gonna do? Smoke and...
It said pressure and smoke.
pressure and smoke.
Pressure, steam, and smoke.
Steam and smoke. The
Steam
double
and
S.
smoke method.
Let's do that, which I would definitely do with beef ribs.
Okay.
With pork ribs, you can do it too, but if you buy beef ribs, which though they need to be tenderized, there's also like tenderized seasoning, just tenderized, but you have to watch the salt. Okay.
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 Thank you.
You're welcome.
And to be continued. We'll pick up after the meat has defrosted a little.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hello. All right. So this is well defrosted. I'm just patting it dry. Okay, as much as I can. But the main thing right now we're gonna do is gonna try to remove the membrane I was telling you about.
It's probably been outside for what, 4 hours?
Yeah, it was ready already. I think we just got busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can take the membrane out. People use You see it? Knife. It's harder when it's fully defrosted, but
yeah.
I left that one, but maybe you should pause it.
Okay.
Try not to cut yourself. Like that. You just, as much as you can, remove it. You know, you don't have to be perfect, but let's see. Okay. Oh, come on.
We don't have to remove it, do we?
No. No, gentlemen. So it's very hard right now to remove it, to be honest with you. I was trying to do it. I'm always successful at it. I don't know if it's too defrosted. It's so hard to take it out. So, but again, you see, it's behind. You see this membrane right here?
Yeah.
That's what you want to get out. It peels very nicely all the way. But remember, it's gonna go to the Instant Pot, so that will be very soft too. So I'm not very worried today. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. Sometimes when I'm doing on the barbecue, I like to have some fat. Okay. Because it will protect the meat, you know, from flames and give it that little. But whatever. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's pretty trim.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it there. But basically, it usually peels very nicely like that, okay?
So
Well,
next step is seasoning.
seasoning. Pat dry.
What seasonings are we doing today?
Well, we're gonna do, my wife wants to do a little garlic first. So we're gonna put garlic on top. And then we're gonna do 2 different rubs. One is more sweet rub, and the other one is more spicy. So we're gonna combine both, but the other one's very spicy, so I'm just gonna go light on that one. I'm gonna do more of the sweet rub, okay? And these babies can take it, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, as a binder, you know, a lot of people use a bunch of stuff, different things, apple juice, all that stuff. But I want it to be, I usually use kind of oil. I try to do mustard and it's
You
too...
put the garlic first?
Huh?
You put in the seasoning first to make contact with the meat?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, I'll do it later too, but first, you know, real quick. You know?
Yeah.
That much. And then I can put more. Okay?
Okay. How long are we gonna let this marinate for?
Probably like an hour. The longer the better, you know?
Yeah.
But again, so what you want to pat it, okay? It's very important. You want to pat that. You know, don't be afraid of touching the meat.
Get intimate with the meat.
Yeah, don't get afraid of touching the meat, okay? And I'm really gonna use the sweet rub. I'm gonna be kind of generous because again, these babies can take it. And sometimes even at the end, or not at the end, like when you put it on the barbecue, you can actually put more. I probably won't put seasoning, but more sugar, brown sugar on top, and just let it melt there. Something about the sugar, the brown sugar, that makes this meat kind of like gravy. You know?
Yeah.
So you see, I was pretty generous because again, it's only for an hour, so I want to catch as much flavor as I can, and don't forget the sides. Okay. So seasoning is messy. That's okay.
Let's talk about this crawfish tray. How handy these things are when we cook.
Oh my God, yeah.
We use them every time we cook.
Yes. It's so nice to have one. I've got like 4 for us. Yeah, oh, sorry. It's like I need more space, but I don't. And then this is the Killen's barbecue rub. It's peppery, but it's spicy.
It's got a cayenne.
It has cayenne.
Burn
and
to it.
My baby likes her spice, so again, I'm just gonna go. I put the other one first, that's why. But you know, again, these babies can take it. It's gonna be for an hour, so if it's too spicy, then put more sugar. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're just doing one side?
No, both.
Okay.
Both. Okay. So you see, pat it. You can add more
Lubricant.
lubricant, pat. A little.
A little slapping around.
You know when you slap it, it kind of like pulls you back. That's when it's done. Okay. Now the other side. Okay.
So we're gonna do the other side, let it marinate for an hour, and then bring it to the pressure cooker.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we got this all thawed out and seasoned well. I'm gonna use this rack, okay? Because sometimes I don't want it to touch the bottom at this time, and it might get a little liquidy.
Okay.
To create a little separation. Okay, I usually put a little bit, maybe half a cup of water. I shouldn't put that much. It's not gonna be a mistake, okay? But, it will, something like that. And
About a quarter of a cup.
it's because, it's pressure cooker and just eyeball some liquid smoke. It's not gonna be a whole, we're gonna smoke it either way. It's about to rain and my fire is going.
Oh.
Nonetheless, so a little bit there, maybe a little bit more, because I just don't want it to touch basically it's half a cup. That's it. Just leave it at that, because it will like the juices will go down. But because it's a crock pot, sometimes it will give you a warning if it starts drying out. I don't think it will dry out. The key here is. Place the rack. Where's the bones facing up, and the meaty side facing the walls.
Okay, so bones facing up.
Yeah,
What does the other side look like?
You want the cartilage, the hardest part, which is this part, where it was cut.
Okay.
Yep, this cartilage. You want it down.
Okay.
The thickest part. You see, you can use this flap as a guidance. This flap goes
On the
down.
bottom.
And the meat side facing the walls, like this. There you go.
So cartilage down, meat side up?
Cartilage down,
Okay.
meaty side facing the wall.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay? See that flap? There you go. Okay?
Okay.
So we put it there. We have just a little water, just enough, so it doesn't start give you a warning like it's hot or anything. It shouldn't do anything like
It
that.
smells delicious.
Yeah.
It's
Smells
got a
good
great
actually.
aroma.
Okay, so according to our book, for maybe like a 4-pound.
This is a 3.5 pound rack of ribs.
Yeah, 2.5 pounds. It says pork ribs. 15 to 20. We're gonna do 17. How about that?
Okay.
17, and we're gonna check it in pressure cook.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes you can do 10 and then keep going. I'm just gonna go. Hopefully it won't fall off the bone right away. Okay. So you press your thingy, close it, make sure the pressure valve is facing backwards. Okay, when you do like this, start steaming. So this is how you lock it.
Seal it.
Just put it back.
Nozzle to seal side.
Seal side. Thank you. So it's off. We're gonna do pressure cook. Pressure cook. And then high pressure, we're gonna do 17 minutes. It says 15 to 20, so I'm just gonna do 17, okay?
Okay.
And then
Press.
And then
that's it.
that's it, right?
Yeah. So after this cooks, we'll check the tenderness and then what happens.
It's on. So yeah, then it will count down, and then it will beep, let you know,
Okay.
and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. And if it's cooked to your liking at 17 minutes, what happens next?
So if it's like really like I can, it's kind of falling the bone, then I'm gonna put it on the grill to smoke, and then the grill just turn on the charcoal. So.
And how long you plan on smoking it?
Oh, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know, 30 minutes
30 minutes.
so far, depending how hungry I am.
Okay.
And I just wanted to give that trial to do it in the wood smoker, smoking it with wood. But honestly, when it's out of here, it's ready to eat. But if you wanna really get a good glaze, you can either put it on the broiler too, but it won't get that smoky.
Okay.
So.
And we would show you what the pit looks like, but it's dark outside. So
Yeah, it's
we'll have
dark.
to save that
It's
for
a little
another
rainy,
video.
so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll try. Okay.
Okay. We'll
17 minutes. Okay.
17 minutes.
Oh yeah. So you see how the recession of the bone. So.
Oh, sorry. Steve.
There's recession of the bone here.
Yeah, the meat pulled away from the bone, so the tips
Yeah. So.
stick out.
And these ones too. You see the ones on the edges. So it's done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just look. It's pale. Give me. Can you get like a
Pan?
pan?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see it's done. Oh, very tender. Let's see. Very, very tender. So it's done. So people do like the flip thing, like if it breaks, you see, if it I cannot do it here, but just by the look at the bone, it's done.
Okay.
Okay, this will fall out of the bone.
Okay.
Look. Oh shit. Sorry, you just clean it. But yeah, it's done. So now we're gonna smoke it. We can put like a little bit. I probably.
But this isn't quite like the time we cooked it Alton Brown's. Because remember we pulled out the bone and it was just like bloop. It would just slip out.
Yeah. Yeah, but
This is the texture you want.
yeah, because then it's just gonna break off. It's gonna. I mean, it's. If I cut it now through the tendon. Remember, we're gonna put it on the smoke.
Yeah.
So if I try to cut down through the tendon, I want to test. Yeah, it just goes all the way.
Can I tell it cozy?
It's done.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you have any question, just
Oh
taste
yeah,
it.
it's real tender. Yeah.
You want to cut one piece?
Oh no, thank you.
Okay.
You
Well,
can.
no. So I mean, that recession tells you it's done.
Okay.
The thing is, like when we try to cook it, and you see that recession, by that time all is dry.
Gotcha.
It could be, unless you foil it in paper and do it like for 4 hours.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's 17 minutes, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, the tendon is here. You just right through it.
Okay.
So this is a good sign, okay? You don't want to keep like heating it up. I'm gonna smoke it, but
Okay.
and put sauce on top. Usually, what I do, I just baste it, put it on the broiler.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Which could be a cool thing. Maybe we could do
Yeah.
half like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It all depends on you.
Well, let's just smoke it. Make
Yeah.
it easy.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna put it on the smoker for about at least 30 minutes or more, and then we'll come back. Before we put it on the pit, we're going to baste with very teriyaki mixed with honey.
So I'm just gonna dress with it, because now we want color, okay? And you can do whatever you want now, actually. And And when we put it on the grill, we're gonna put it inside down.
Okay. Meat side down, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see a brush. Need like a brush.
Here's a brush.
This is runny, so we might need to baste it a couple times, but after you clean this.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just trying not to splatter it on the cabinets.
It's alright. I'll clean it.
No, I was gonna clean the cabinets tomorrow. I was like, what are all these splatters on?
Yeah, real life.
Like, real life, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the sauce in the pan to keep basting it on the grill.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey, let's see.
Yeah.
You don't like the way it looks?
No, I think it looks good.
Again, broil it faster.
You
But
want a little paprika or anything?
nope.
Okay.
Oh, you can put some.
No,
I don't mind.
No.
For color?
Yeah. I think as it cooks, it's gonna darken. So it goes onto the pit, and we will rebaste if it gets a little dry to achieve that caramelization we're looking for. We'll be back.
That's fine. Okay, well, it didn't work out. It was raining too, and I think the smoking process that I thought is not gonna work, like cooking it and then smoke it. You either do maybe half pressure cook and half smoke cook. But either way, I can still smell the smoke.
Me
but,
too.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I can smell it, but it wasn't as smoky as I thought. So I'm just gonna broil it, to be honest, just to get it. Well, the other option that I was thinking, you know, but it wasn't as smoky as I thought. The grill. So I'll have to plan on that. Do it again, you know, or just smoke it while you cook it, which is the right way. That's why this is a sin. But it will have a good color, so I'm gonna broil it and I'll get back to you.
Okay. What are you gonna boil it at? What temp?
I'm gonna broil it at 550
Okay.
because it's done. I just wanna, you see all this sugary goodness? Ooh, it's hot, it's warm. I wanted to give a good caramelization.
Okay. All right, we'll be back.
Yes, ma'am. Go. Okay, for those lovers that like it a little crunchy or toasty. Okay. Looks pretty.
Yeah, it does.
Is it? Is it too hard for you?
No?
No. You just have to process the part.
Yeah, I like that flavor.
Oh. And basically let it sit down again.
Does it have to rest for a bit? Ooh.
Yeah, probably. We're actually gonna let it rest for 5 minutes or so. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're gonna cut it real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna cut it. Okay, and usually you try to follow, you know, in between the bones. You see?
Mhm.
So this one lost the bone. I'm so sorry. Ooh. So it's gonna be straight up nice piece of meat right there. All right. Very easy. Okay, so it's juicy.
Ooh.
Let's see. These are the borders, so the borders might be a little drier, but you see?
Mhm.
Ooh, you saw that?
Yeah.
And you can either cut the whole thing. Ah, sorry. Cut the whole thing. Okay, this is bone. And or just cut what you need. Okay. There you go. You have to taste it. Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't want to perforate the pan,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm. We have leftover roasted vegetables that we're gonna eat with this that we need to eat.
You want what? Hmm?
Just one for now.
What about this little piece?
Okay.
Oh, this is more greasy. You don't like greasy.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay. I'll eat nice piece.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you just throw it on the pit to get the flavor.
Oh yeah.
If you do have a smoke going.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, messy, but let's do it. Okay. How's the bite? It's not fall the bone like you. Well, I mean.
It's not slow roasted.
Right. You know. It's not like. You like it like really just peels off.
The way you could just like, oh.
Yeah, but this wasn't hard to do.
Yeah, this is so good though.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, you will think you get that rub more. Again, I just did it for an hour. But
That's just rub.
I tasted it. But I don't know, it's good. It's well seasoned.
It's well seasoned. I think you could have taken the full time in the pressure cooker.
Like 20 minutes? 20 minutes.
Yeah, because I like it to fall off the bone. But I would put
Some people like that bite.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
That's true.
That's true. Like your cousin, Michael,
Yeah.
he likes it like this. Like you want to have a bite.
Yeah.
It stays, but it's not, you know, it can peel off the bone and not fall. My dad likes it like this. Andrea likes it like real foldable. But guess what? I have another rack that we're gonna do 20 minutes. Not today, but maybe tomorrow or depending on the mood. And we're gonna do 20 minutes on that one, the same amount of pounds, about 4 pounds. 20 minute pressure cook, broil it, and let's see if it falls off the bone. That'll be the challenge.
Yes.
Okay? Maybe not the whole video, but for just pressure cooking wise. Pressure cooker, broil it,
Let's see if
fall the
it's-
bone.
Yes, that's the goal. Thank y'all for joining us. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.